Time now for Hawk Zone, sponsored by Muckleshoot Casino.
And another win on the road puts the Seahawks in sole possession of first place in the NFC West, but it's not all good news. Joining me now in the Hawk Zone to break down Week 7 is my pal, Terry Hollimon. Hi there.
Hey, good to see you. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Yeah.
I love seeing you on a Monday. It brightens my day.
It's a great way to start the week for me as well.
Well, it is, and it's also a great way to start the week when the Seahawks win.
Absolutely. It's much better.
Do you have any initial thoughts on this game against the Chargers?
Awesome. It was incredible. Everything finally kind of clicked for the Seahawks. They got the offense rolling, which has been rolling all year under Geno Smith. But most importantly, they got the defense going, which has been the Achilles heel of this team all season. They finally got some things worked out, and a special team. So they say when you get all three facets of the game going, offense, defense, and special teams, things are looking good.
Let's talk about the defense for a second. It really shined. What do you think, what do you credit for this turnaround? Because it was pretty ugly in the beginning.
It was ugly in the beginning. It was ugly in the middle, and just this last couple of games have started looking good. And I credit the things to communication, really. I heard an interview with Ryan Neal after the end of the game, the Seahawks safety, and he said they had really had to come to a moment where they all had to look in the mirror, and they said, hey, we got to pull this thing together. And they started having some meetings, even outside of coaches' meetings, where they started spending time together, holding each other accountable. And I think that's really what happened. They started holding each other accountable, started communicating better, and things are coming together for them.
It's so much that goes on behind the scenes that we don't see on the field that makes such a difference. Let's talk about some of the standouts. Kenneth Walker III had one of his best games yet.
He absolutely did. This is a young guy, the young rookie that the Seahawks fans were really bullish on, and he really is showing out. This guy has incredible speed, incredible shiftiness, and durability, and we saw him make some of the best runs we've seen since Marshawn Lynch has been here. He's running his tail off, and so his future's looking bright. Unfortunately, we had baby beast mode. That's what I'm calling it, right? So you look at that guy; he's so strong. You look at what he's able to do, carry the load for the Seahawks. I think we're in good hands with him running the ball.
And I heard we learned that he likes sour candy.
I didn't know that. It's kind of like
Sour Patch Kids.
Kind of like Marshawn had the Skittles.
The Skittles.
We could throw Sour Patch Kids at this guy.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
All right, you mentioned Geno Smith had a really efficient game. Some credit has to go to the offensive line, though, right?
Absolutely does. And again, this is another part of this team that historically, over the past half a decade or decade, had troubles. And so we got a couple of young guys in there, Cross and Lucas, these two tackles that are holding it down, and they're doing an incredible job. And then you see Lewis as well. They're just doing a great job keeping Geno upright, creating holes for our running backs. And so, yeah, they're really looking good this season.
Let's go to the injury list. Unfortunately, DK Metcalf left with a knee injury, but Marquis Goodwin stepped up in his absence?
Absolutely did. Marquis Goodwin is a guy that's been around for a little while, but he's been around the NFL. Most fans probably remember him from being in San Francisco, but he really stepped up and took over when DK went down with the knee injury. This is a guy that was a former Olympic athlete.
Yes.
Yeah, so he was a long jumper, and he can get up, man. This guy can get up in the air, and so he makes an incredible target. Like he has a great catch radius because he could jump so well, and he's extremely fast. So he's been a great addition to this team. We've been waiting for him to break out, and again, unfortunately, DK Metcalf went down. We were able to have him step up and fill a little bit of a role right there.
You know, I know that even before the game yesterday, I think that there were some concerns about DK's hamstring.
Yeah.
Now, the knee injury, we hope it doesn't come to this, but can we survive without him if he needs time to recover?
I think yesterday we saw that they have some depth at the position with Marquis Goodwin stepping up, again with Tyler Lockett there being one of the best receivers in the game, and then, you know, Eskridge is doing his thing as a young receiver. But surviving is one thing. Thriving is another thing. DK Metcalf is one of the best receivers in the National Football League. You can't really thrive without him. We hope he gets back soon. Hopefully today we'll learn some information about what actually was that's hampering him. Hopefully we can get him back, because I think we can survive, but we can't thrive.
And we need to thrive next week at home against the Giants. They're playing really good football.
They absolutely are.
And
it's amazing, actually. They are, for the last decade, they've been cellar dwellers, you know, kind of the butt of the joke for everybody. everybody, but this year they're playing very good football. People are really surprised about them, and again, the Seahawks are going to have the work cut out for them.
Anything they can do to prepare for this one?
Yeah, okay, so the Giants have a really good running back in Saquon Barkley. They're going to have to wrap him up, control that line of scrimmage. Don't let him get going, because if he does, it can make it a long day for these Seahawks. And they also have a really good quarterback, a young guy by Daniel Jones, and so he takes over the game as well. He can run, and these guys if they get on fire, it could be a long day for the Seahawks.
But defense is key.
Defense is key, and again, they're coming together at the right time.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Terry, thank you so much. We'll see you
Always,
next week.
no doubt.
We're going to be in costumes next week.
Oh, my favorite time of year.
We can't tell you yet. All right, meantime, the Muckleshoot Casino Event Center welcomes Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees Cheap Trick on Thursday, November 10th. What was the song again? I want you to want me. Yes.
Hey.
Well, go buy tickets to see them and not listen to us sing. They start at just $35. Visit the website on your screen for more info. All right, our